fathers have sinned, right?
And are not.
And they're not. They're gone. So they, you know, read on.
And we have borne their iniquity.
And we have borne their iniquity. They went to the restaurant, we went with them, and they ate, and then they spit that on the bill and left us to deal with it. You understand? Your ancestors did the same thing. You know what I mean? Right? So let me tell you something. Are you sincere about how you feel about loving us? Would you be willing to show it? There's a gesture that the Bible says you can do. I don't know, because whenever I bring it out, your people are very prideful. It doesn't cost you money. Maybe you have to suck up your pride, right? But most of your people, I'll tell you what, your people are full of pride. And so prideful. But if you say you love us, the one good thing that'll come out of it, if you don't do it, we'll know that you were a liar. But if you do it, what can we say? She told us the truth. She loves us, right? Because there's going to come a time when we rule over this country, over this world. And when we rule, people are going to have to get down or they're going to have to lay down, right? Right, and it's absolutely right. God says, in Galatians it says, God is not mocked. For what one reaps, what one sows, you will also reap, right? So that's true. Are you holding something? Give me that, Jeremiah.
Look at Jeremiah, chapter 25, verse 29.
Bring it out.
For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city, which is called by my name.
He'll bring evil on the city that was called by his name. That's Israel. He brought evil on us. He said, I'm going to put you in slavery. He brought this on us. He brought all of this on us because we didn't follow the commandments. That's a hardcore guy, right? Read on.
And should ye be utterly unpunished?
He brought all the people he loves, he did all this to them. And should you go utterly unpunished? Because you didn't do it, but you kind of benefit from it. You're walking on stolen land, right? The police, when you see police, are you afraid they're going to sit on your neck for 9 minutes? Because I am. You know what I'm saying, though? You know what I mean, Michelle, with the polka dots? I feel like you're being real with me, right?
I've been arrested, so I can't really...
Yeah, see, when you see police, do you feel like, oh man, I better get out of here before they do anything to me? If you're holding, maybe, huh? You holding that weed, you holding, you might want to get out of here. Right. That's something different. Let's bring this gesture out. Isaiah 16:14. Let's read her the gesture, and let's see if Michelle with the polka dots loves us.
That's right.
Hey, I don't know. Let me read this one first.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 14.
Bring it out.
The sons also of them that afflicted thee.
The sons. That's a general term. That means the sons and the daughters of those that afflicted us. Our people went through an affliction. Slavery, racism, Jim Crow, right? I've been arrested myself a few times. You know what I mean? Wrongly, I might add. Right? Read on. Shout it from the top.
The sons also of them that afflicted
thee. The sons of those who afflicted us, this is what they'll do.
Shall come bending unto thee.
They'll come bending unto us. Read on.
And all they that despise thee.
And all these people that despise us, because this is going to happen. This is going to happen regardless of whether you want it to happen or not one day. But here's a chance for you to show that before it happens. Like if you got a boyfriend and you got to tell him, hey man, it's our anniversary, and he's like, oops, and then he runs out and goes get some flowers and gives it to you. Is that the same as if he just did it on his own without being forced to? Absolutely right. Read that again.
And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
Right, read this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 23.
That's so nice to say it twice. Read on.
And kings shall be thy nursing fathers.
So we used to nurse, our parents used to nurse their kids and stuff. You ever seen like the movie The Help? We used to take care of their kids. We still do, right? Right? It was mostly our people. It was mostly like one tribe, now it's another tribe that does it mostly. But it says the people who are kings now are going to be our nursing fathers. So Trump and Biden and all those guys, they're going to bring me lemonade, and I'm going to tell them it's too sweet. Read on.
And their queens, thy nursing mothers.
And their queens, all their people that live good, they're going to be our nursing mothers. They're going to take care of our kids, right? Hillary Clinton and all of them. All those wicked people. Margaret Sanger and all that. Read on.
They shall bow down to thee.
What are they going to do?
They shall
bow down.
What are they going to do if they see sincere,
they shall bow down to thee.
they would bow down to him. If they were sincere about loving these people, the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, that are the chosen people of God.
That's right.
They would bow down. And see, that doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't cost anything. But you know what it costs? Pride. And your people are the most prideful. Give me Obadiah. Your people are the most prideful. What's your nationality? Next? Italian? So you're Romans, right? Yeah, wicked people. Wicked people. The Romans are very wicked people, right? So the truth is, these people have it good. They don't. How old were you the first time you got beat up by the police? It never happened? Wow. Why am I not surprised? I was like 13, first time that happened, right? Because you know what? We live different in this society. They treat me different than they treat you. And you know it, right? You're fully aware. All praise. You know what I mean? But see this? How this happened, Michelle? Read this. Read this about pride.
It's the book of Obadiah.
This is a book in the Bible called Obadiah. It's specifically written to your people. Right? There are different tribes than you maybe, if you're not Italian. But same people, right? This book in the Bible is dedicated to your people, right? You know, so they just live deliciously, right? Give me Revelations 18:4.
The pride of thine heart has deceived thee.
Oh, the pride of your heart is deceived you, right? It's deceived your people. A lot of these people think they're going to go on forever on stolen land with blood underneath the cement. When Cain killed Abel in the Bible, God said, his blood is crying up to me from the ground. So that means, that's why God says don't eat bloody steaks, don't eat bloody meat. Because there's life in blood, according to the Bible. So the blood of the 70 million Native Americans, the 90 million African Americans that died on this land, right? During their slave trades and their conquering, right? It's still crying to the Most High God, right? It's still crying. Read on. Oh, go ahead. What's up, brother? Yeah.
They say that the Jews in the blood is going to come together.
I got news for you. The Jews are the blood.
Right.
Can we all come together and put stuff together? Why do the Jews hate us? What we did?
Let me show you. Let me show you why. You want to know why everybody hates us?
Them. The Jewish people don't like us. They hate our guts.
Well, according to Michelle with the polka dot, she doesn't hate us, but she hasn't showed us she loves us, right? So let me get what is that?
Never heard that before.
This is what's going on with this brother. This is why. This is why. Read verse 10.
It's the book of Obadiah, verse 10.
This is why, brother.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
For the violence against their brother Jacob. Because what's funny, Michelle, is we were twins in the womb, according to the Bible. Israel was a man. He had a brother named Esau. That's who you descend from. The last two nations to come on this planet. And we were fighting in the womb. Right? So God made these people to be a certain way. What you got, Romans? Okay.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
The violence against their brother Jacob, read on.
Shame shall cover thee.
Shame is going to cover them. There's not going to be no kumbaya, which is also Hebrew, by the way. There's going to be no kumbaya because they have to pay for what they did, right? And it's going to happen. And, you know, it's up to you whether you make things easier for yourself or not. But it's going to happen, right? And I thank the Most High, even though I had such a rough life, I'm thankful, right? We're the lowest on the bottom, aren't we? We're the lowest people, right? We're on the bottom totem pole. If you've been in jail, who was in those jails? Right, because America is only 5% of the world's population. But don't you know, it's 25% of the world's incarceration. They're only 5%. If you had $1, America's only a nickel. But they're a quarter worth for the people that's locked up. And it's all our people. You know what I mean? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? What's your nationality?
Guatemala.
Guatemala.
I'm a Mayan.
Right, you're a Mayan. Now look at this. You know what you were called before you were conquered and given Spanish?
I'm part of like 12 tribes. Part of the tribes.
That's right, you are part of the 12 tribes. See that? And how did you know that? Here, take this. How do you know that? That's right. You're Zebulon.
Yeah.
Zebulon. All praise to the Most High. Give me this for that, brother.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it up.
For thou art a holy people.
The Most High God said He chose the people. You know what the word holy means? Mayans? You know what the word holy means? What does holy mean?
I don't.
You know what the word holy means, Michelle, with the polka dots?
I'm not exactly sure the definition.
Holy, a lot of people think holy means angelic. But holy means set apart. Right? That's all it means, set apart. So when God says He set apart, it's a holy Bible, that means this book is like no other. Because it has prophecy, that's why it's set apart. Right? If you got a favorite pair of shoes, you know, when you go home, you're like, oh man, my polka dots are the best thing in my closet. And you're like, and when you go home,
Shalom, Shabbat,
Shabbat Shalom. Asha Shabbat.
From Nasrallah.
That means rise Israel. You know what I mean? Because we are on the rise. Because the Bible, give me Baruch 2:30. So when you go home and you put your polka dot pants up, you're like, man, these are my favorite. You might put them on a hanger, put plastic back on them, take care of them special, because they're more important than your other pants, maybe. Whatever's your favorite. Right? So God has a favorite. Matter of fact, no. Give me 2 Ezra 5 and 24. I'm going to show you God's favorite thing. If you don't know God has a favorite thing, read this on.
For thou art an holy people.
A holy people, a set apart people,
unto the Lord thy God.
unto God personally, read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
Man, He chose these people. Right? He didn't have to. He chose these people. Right? Read on.
To be a special people.
To be a what?
To be a special people.
To be a special people. Hey, even though our people on the bottom, we are kind of special. Can't you admit that? We dunk on people, we cross them over and dunk on them like nobody else. Right? We bust through the D-line like nobody else. We got the best music. We got the best food. Right? Whether you go to Guatemala to get it or you go to Jamaica to get it. Right? Good food there. Our people have what you call flavor. God says we're the salt of the earth. Read on.
God has chosen thee to be a special people.
A special people.
Unto Himself.
Unto Himself.
Above all people.
No, we're all equal.
Above all people.
No Black Lives Matter.
Above all people.
That's hard for our people to even understand. He says the Israelites are above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And that's part of the reason why your people hate us. A lot of people hate us. So-called Africans, they hate us. Arabs, they hate us. East Indians, they hate us. And that's part of the reason why. Read on. Wait, we're above all people that are on 34th Street?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Ooh, that's pretty big. That's in the Bible. Moses wrote that, right? Let me show you why. This is God's favorite thing.
It's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 5, verse 24.
Look
Right out.
how this guy, look how feminine this guy is. Like, what's going on in this world? Read on.
And upon the lands, upon the whole world,
Of all the
God has
lands,
chosen thee.
right? God has chosen, out of all the lands, God chose what?
God has chosen thee one pit.
He chose one pit. That's Jerusalem. That's the land of Israel. That's God's favorite piece of land. Read on.
And of all the flowers thereof, one lily.
Out of all the flowers, God likes the lily. I mean, tulips are nice, roses are nice, but God likes the lily. Your people call this the Star of David. It's really a lily. If you Google a lily has 6 petals. This is what this is. This represents God's favorite things. It's not a star. According to the Bible, the star is a circle of gas. What's your nationality, brother?
I'm black.
All right.
I don't know where I'm from.
That's all right. You black? Your father black? Call
yes.
yourself black? Is he Jamaican or Haitian or just black?
Jamaican and Haitian.
That means you're a Judah. Most likely you're the tribe of Judah. You're a true Jew. Right? What's your nationality, sis?
She's Chilean.
Chilean? So that means you're an Israelite from the tribe of Naphtali. Where's it at? Naphtali. Right? From Argentina to Chile. Naphtali. You're both Israelites. You all believe in God?
Oh, yes.
See, look at this. See, look at this. Michelle with the polka dots. If we look at these two, we would think they're from 2 different nations, right? But actually, they are both from the one nation. This guy right here, this guy with the phone, and those two, all of us were from the same one nation. We are the children of Israel.
That's right.
Let me read this again for them. Wait, no, wait, finish this. So God chose the lily. He likes the lily. Hold that 76.
Second Ezra, chapter 5, verse 25.
Right.
And of all the depths of the sea,
And of all the bodies of water,
thou hast filled thee one river.
and God likes one river. That's the Jordan River. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that. Y'all ever read the Bible? The Jordan River? Right. Read on.
And of all the built cities,
And of all the cities,
thou hast hallowed Zion unto
Zion
thyself.
is the city of David, Jerusalem. Read on.
And of all the fowls,
Of all the birds, right? God has favorite things. We have favorite things. Why can't God have favorite things? Right? Read on.
that are created, thou hast named one.
God loves a favorite bird. What do you guess? What do you think God's favorite bird is?
Favorite word?
His favorite bird.
Bird.
What's God's favorite bird, Michelle, with the polka dots? You're Jewish. The dove? It's the dove. It's not the eagle. It's not the hawk. It's not the vulture. It's the dove.
The dove.
Soft bird, right? Read on it.
And of all the cattle that are made,
Of all
thou
the cattle that are made,
hast provided the one sheep.
sheep. God likes sheep. He didn't choose the lion. He didn't choose the bear. He likes the sheep. He always calls us the lost sheep. You know what you guys are? The lost sheep. Because you don't know who you are. The blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we don't know we're God's chosen people. We're the lost sheep. Don't they murder us in the streets and all we want to do is march? If they murder the Jewish people, and the Jewish people are just going to march and beg for mercy, they're going to shoot back, aren't they? We're a very meek people. We're a very humble people. Right? That's the children of Israel. Right? Read on.
And among all the multitudes of people,
And among all the multitudes of people,
thou hast gotten thee one people.
one people he chose. And that's the children of Israel. Right? But read this. Let me read this for them. Read this. Read Jeremiah 17:4.
I appreciate the education.
Hey, you want to bow down real quick, Michelle, with the polka dots? No, you got to get on your knees, though.
That's good.
Yeah, see, I know. So you don't. Oh, that's your favorite thing?
I have seen you before, and I know I believe your education.
Hey, you know what? Right on, Michelle, with the polka dots. We'll see you again. My name is Yawasap. No, we're going to be somewhere else tomorrow, but we're here every Friday. Yeah, but I'll see you again, even if it's on Judgment Day. Right. That's right. You gotta, say that again. You got to reap what you sow. Absolutely right, Michelle, with the polka dots. All right, now, take care of the polka dots. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all are God's chosen people. They didn't never tell you that. Didn't you think, is this your girlfriend? Y'all are together? Y'all love each other? Hopefully y'all do. Because what's funny is, you ended up with somebody who's of the chosen line. And you ended up with somebody who's of the chosen line without knowing it. Right? You guys are the children of Israel. You guys are God's chosen people. Read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Wait, Salakia. Is that Jeremiah? You got Jeremiah? Give me Jeremiah again one more time.
This is book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4.
It's the prophecy that said it would happen to our people. Read on.
And thou, even thyself,
You, even yourselves, right?
shall discontinue from thine heritage.
Discontinue from our heritage. Now we call ourselves Chilean, black, right? Niggas, right? Mexicans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans. But really, God had names for us in the Bible. Rome is in the Bible. Ethiopia is in the Bible. Greece is in the Bible. Arabia is in the Bible. Why isn't black? Why isn't Guatemala in the Bible? You know why? Because it's a different name. Zebulon, you're under a different name. Naphtali, you're a different name. Judah.
My name is Isaiah.
Why, your name is Isaiah? Well, give me Isaiah 22 and 17. No, give me Isaiah 1 and 3. Read it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it up.
For thou art a holy people.
You are a holy people. God said you are set apart. You're not like them.
Yes, we are, man.
When you chose her, you were like, hey, sis, you ain't like these other girls, right? You ever told her that? Hey, man, you ain't like the bread. That's why you chose her, right? God chose us. He said, we're not like these other people. We're different. Read on.
A holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Hey, man, what's funny is when I met my rib, she's my rib from Issachar, Mexico. Right? She had red hair one day. It's the thing they do, you know what I mean? I say, red hair, don't care. Right? Read on.
The Lord thy God has chosen
The
thee
Lord God has chosen thee.
to be a special people.
You're a special people. You're special. Read on.
Unto himself.
Unto himself personally.
above all people.
Man, above all people. You ever been in a room with just all white folks, man? Please. Stale and dry and bland and sour. That's all it's in there. Read on.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
They're upon the face of the earth. Give me verse 3.
Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
God said, don't make marriages with these other nations. Only work with the 12 tribes. We got beautiful women. All of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We got the most beautiful women on earth.
Facts.
You want to give her up for Becky? I know you won't. I know you won't. And I know you ain't going to give him up for Tom. Right? Read on.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Neither shall you make marriages with them.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Your daughter you will not give unto his son. Right? Read on.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Nor his daughter will you take into this. So you don't take them other people for marriage. You got to be with each other. What's up, brother? What we do?
But they will turn away thy son from following me.
Because they didn't want to turn you away from worshiping God. You go be with one of these other people, it'll turn you away from following God. So God led you to someone of your chosen tribes anyway. That's what's so beautiful right now. Y'all gotta stay together until the end. Huh? Read, give me verse 7. He didn't choose you because he loved you, but verse 7.
Verse 7. The Lord did not set his love upon you.
This is why he set his love upon us. He didn't set his love upon us because what?
Nor choose you,
Right?
because ye were more in number.
He didn't choose us because we had the most people. We're actually the last nation that was born on the earth. Read on.
Than any people.
Right?
For ye were the fewest of all people.
We were the fewest of everybody. Everybody else outnumbered us because they existed before we did. Read on.
But because the Lord loved you,
Because the Lord loved us, right?
and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your father.
God made a promise to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He made a promise to our forefathers that we would be the chosen people. It ain't because we earned it. We didn't do nothing to earn it. It wasn't because anything we did. We didn't pass a quiz. We didn't jump the farthest or spit the best rhymes. It's because he made a promise to our ancestors. So now that you guys know you're Israelites, let me just read you a couple scriptures because y'all got to keep the commandments. God said this world, y'all believe this world is ending? Y'all believe this world will ever end? Or it goes on forever?
It's not gonna end, bro.
Look at you guys. We're wearing masks. Are y'all brain surgeons? Why are we wearing masks? You know why? Because it's a pestilence that God said would be coming. Everybody walking around looking like Optimus Prime. Right? Because this world is going to come to an end. In the next world, we're going to run it. You're going to be royalty. She's not going to have to walk on this dirty ground. She's going to get carried. You dig what I'm saying? So let me give you two things. Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Give me Isaiah. Because his name is Isaiah.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. Chapter 1, verse 3.
Bring it up.
The ox knoweth his owner.
The ox knows its owner. The ox is kind of a dumb animal, right? But an ox knows who owns it, right? The ox is a dumbass animal, but the ox knows who owns it. Read on.
And the ass, his master's crib.
And a donkey knows how to get home.
The water. Thank you.
Not the smartest
Thank
animal. Wait, oh, that's your bus? Y'all Israelites. God bless. Don't eat pork, don't eat shrimp. Right?
I used to eat lamb.
Lamb is good.
That shit's fire.
Lamb is fire. What you eat for Passover?